Hey everybody, and welcome to my review on Avengers Endgame. I do want to point out that I didn't get a chance to see it on Thursday night and Friday. I was busy working, so there's that. But I did see the movie this Saturday, and it was great. It was perfect. It was a great movie. I was very surprised with how it ended. And to be fair, if this was the last Marvel movie, I would think the series has gone out with a big bang. It's just that good. I did stick around in the theater to see if there were any after movie credit scenes, any type. This is the one movie that doesn't have any, as far as I know. Um, so that's pretty cool and something to take consideration of. Um, what what exactly happened? Well, I know there's a bunch of spoiler stuff, but I don't want to spoil the movie for you, so I'm going to avoid that at all possible. But I will give you some ideas that they did pay homage to a lot of comics, to a lot of stuff here and there. There's a certain thing with Captain America in this controversial comic. That's all I'm going to say. Everybody who understands what I'm talking about will understand, the whole hail, and that's about it. That's all you're getting. Um, then there's what happens to Hawkeye, his family, and I think that's great that the opening of the movie was him and his family, and we see it right as the snap happens and they just start disappearing. And I love his concern, his like, what the hell is going on? And and then sometime later seeing what has become of him, as he's like, I mean, that was a damn cool sequence. It was just great. He really did a good job with this film, and everybody did too. And I'm like enamored by what they did. So I don't have any problem there. In fact, I think the film was really well done. Uh, did it seem like a 3-hour film? It's a little hard to tell. I actually thought the credits were long. The previews were longer trying to get to the damn film. The film just had so much that I was paying attention to. I was glued to that screen. I'm so glad I did not have to go to the bathroom or any of that stuff. It was just that good. I was glued to that screen, like just totally watching it, and you could not think of anything better to do. It was that good of a film. I'd love to show footage, but I don't want to get any risk of copyright claims or any of that stuff. But it was so good, and from somebody who doesn't want to spoil it, you're gonna have to take my word. It was great. First of all, it feels like technically part two, like they shot these two movies together, but I don't think they did. But let me just be the first to tell you that we have so many faces. It's like, that are coming back, or for certain sequences, or these little cameos, that it's a lot like seeing the first Infinity War. So there was a lot of faces to keep track of. There's also just so much stuff that's been done. And I'm so happy that the trailer, by the way, did not expose certain things, including about Banner and a couple of the other characters, including about Tony. There's a few little things with Tony there that I really would like to discuss because they're great plot points, but I feel they would be huge giveaways for the film. I will say this though, we do get to see Howard Stark in the film, the actor who played him in Iron Man 2, and so on and so forth. And we even get the butler, the family Stark butler, who, as it turns out, was Jarvis. Yes, and this was an actual character in many of the comics and stuff. So it's a great design. It's a great setup. There's even a few cameos and a few homages to the earlier films, which I thought were great. There's even some knowledge that's put forth. I won't say how, but oh god, there's just so much I want to talk about, and I can't because I will spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen. Maybe I'll do a spoiler discussion, but I don't think I want to do that. Let's just say that what we see in the trailers, a lot of that does end up on the film, but because we have no context on what it is, it's great. They made the film almost look like it was going to be a big adventure to take out Thanos, but the reality is he's in the beginning of the film, something happens, and then it becomes a quest to figure out what's going on. It's all because of Ant-Man coming back. And I love all the little details about the Ant-Man coming back parts because they line up with Ant-Man and the Wasp so incredibly well. And then I love seeing Ant-Man's reaction to everything going on. He's like, he still sees missing posters. People are like still in shock. And they actually have this sequence where there are all these pillars with all these names of people who vanished. The vanished. And his name is right there, along with other people's. And then he starts literally looking for other people. And I don't know if he was looking for his family or not. And then we eventually have the reveal of his family. That we all knew that was going to come. I won't say who answers, but it's a pretty big deal. There was just so much going on. Now, I do want to stress one thing here. This was confirmed by other people, and I can confirm it from what I saw in the film. People are like, well, everybody's back from the dead, right? No. If, like in Avengers Infinity War, anybody who died before the snap, they're gone. That much I will tell you right now. But that brings up a question. Who is truly gone and who isn't? And are all those people who died before the truly gone? I don't want to spoil too much, but that's like a good question you should ask yourselves. Just what they did here, the type of work, the surprises, and the holy shit stuff going on, it just makes you so excited, and I can't wait to see what they do. I actually want to see Homecoming now. I want to see a couple of the others. And remember, Captain Marvel, about 20% of the movie. And to be fair, she's not a big problem in this film. She actually feels like she belongs in this one. Anything I've seen of Captain Marvel from the Captain Marvel movie, shots, scenes, trailers, it didn't feel organic. It didn't feel like a good film. I'm sorry to say that. It's strange when you think about it, but it's the truth. I mean, we know Spider-Man, Fury are coming back. I don't want to spoil how all this happens, but I will say that, some things have happened. And there is a 5-year time jump. That much you will get from me. There is a 5-year time jump. So, that also feeds into Scott when he comes back as Ant-Man. And I love the fact that he's constantly trying to figure out what's going on. And then he's like, oh, is that a peanut butter jelly sandwich? Can I eat that? You can tell that he's still trying to process everything. And he is totally oh my god, what the hell is going on? The theater I saw it in was just in 2D. I just wanted to get to the quickest showing that I could. I had stuff to do today. But damn, it was good. And like I said, I stayed for the whole credits, and I love what they did for the credit sequences. And it wasn't just to people in the movie, but it was to people who aren't even in the movie. I want to make that clear because there was a ton of people who are mentioned in one form or another. They did very good on that regard. Just the sheer amount of people who are, who might be gone, but coming back from a certain point because of a certain plot device in the film, I was really impressed to see these actors and actresses come back. I won't say any more than that because, again, spoiler territory. And that is the last thing you want from me is spoilers on this film. But I will say this. You are going to want to watch this movie. And I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10. It's just that good. There are a few little areas, where people are going to be a little cringy and stuff. But otherwise, I highly recommend you go watch this movie. Have fun. And maybe I'll do a spoilers, discussion. But other than that, have fun, guys.